Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. You're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a cross-legged seated position, and I want you to bring your left leg in front. So maybe that's the way you always sit, maybe it's the weird way, but we're going to switch it up halfway through. So place your hands on your knees once you've crossed your legs. Take an inhale as you lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, start to turn your chest towards the right side. Find a nice gentle twist. Maybe bring your hands to the floor in front of you, behind you. Push into those fingertips. Sit a little taller. And then start to turn the chin just a little bit more. Maybe you're looking over to that right side. Maybe you're looking down towards the floor. Soften your shoulders though. And just take a nice big breath. In and out. And then let's use an inhale as we bring our chest back to face forwards. And exhale, turn your chest towards the left side. Find your twist again. Maybe a little more length through the spine, and then you're going to use an inhale and come right back through center. Place your hands on your knees and maybe add a shoulder roll in. And you can move your hands to the floor beside you with a nice big inhale. We're going to reach our left arm, out to the side, all the way up above, and then lean over as much as you'd like. Find that nice side stretch. Spread those fingertips wide, reach up and over. Try to create that length all the way from your hip to the ends of the fingertips. Once you've got it, once you're feeling that nice stretch, I want you just to let your chin start to fall down towards the floor. So you're gazing towards your mat. Keep reaching and use an inhale as you start to shift your gaze forwards and then maybe even up. Awesome, you guys. Let a nice big inhale bring you back up to center. Sitting tall, hands to the knees. Add a shoulder roll in if you want to. And then we're going to do that again, but I want you to turn your chest towards the left just a little bit. Bring your hands to the floor, kind of in front of the knee, kind of behind that left hip. And then we're going to reach out on an angle. So that right knee can kind of be your guideline. We're just going to come out on an angle. So take a big inhale. Reach behind you just a little bit, out to the side, all the way up and over. And maybe you can kind of bring your chest towards that right knee, maybe a little bit. Let that knee be your guideline. Reach up, reach over as much as you're able to do so. And maybe this side stretch feels just a little different than when you go directly to one side. And this time just gaze wherever is comfortable. Up, down, forwards, around. A nice big inhale is going to help you come all the way back up through center. Nice, you guys. We're going to cross our legs the other way. So bring that right leg forwards. Cross your legs. Maybe now you're sitting the way you usually cross your legs. But place your hands on your knees first. Just take an inhale to lengthen. And an exhale as you start to turn your chest towards the left side. Find your twist, maybe move your hands to the floor in front of you, behind you. Lengthen. Once the chest is turned as much as it's going to turn, you can turn that chin just ever so slightly more if it wants to. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. Let's use an inhale to come back through center. Hands to the knees, a shoulder roll if you want one. Reset, sit tall, and then start to turn your chest towards the right. One more twist. Just for a breath. Notice the difference. We're crossing our legs the other way, so maybe the twists feel a little different. But let's use an inhale as we come back through center. Option for one more shoulder roll if you want it. And then move your hands to the floor beside you. Take a big inhale, reach the right arm out to the side, all the way up and just straight over. Reach, stretch, and then let the chin just get heavy. Shift your gaze down. Maybe reach a little more and start to look forwards, maybe even up. Beautiful, you guys. Nice big inhale. Come back up through center, maybe add a shoulder roll in, and then turn your chest to the right just a smidge. And then think about coming out for that side stretch on an angle in front of that left knee. So reaching the right arm out behind you just a bit, all the way up. Lean on over and just stretch. Just stretch and reach. And gaze wherever you want to gaze. And let a nice big inhale help you come all the way back up. Awesome, you guys. You can take one more shoulder roll if you want it. And then just start to bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. Let's bring our hands to the floor behind us, maybe just the fingertips. With an inhale, lengthen your spine, lift the chest, maybe even lift the chin. Pull those shoulders back a little bit. Maybe wiggle the toes. And then just start to relax. Let the chest fall a bit. Let the shoulders soften. You can stay with your hands on the floor behind you, or you can fold forwards. Let the chest get heavy. Maybe wiggle the toes again. If you're folding forwards, use an inhale to come all the way back up. Bring your hands to your knees. Help them come back together. Give yourself a little hug. Shake it out. And then you can make your way into tabletop. Cross your ankles. Come over onto your hands and knees. And then bring your right foot forwards. Let's set up a lunge. Sinking into the hips. If you want to roll your mat over for that back knee, you can give it a little extra cushion. But sink into those hips. Find that left hip flexor. Soften your shoulders. Let's take one more breath in. And as you exhale, send your hips back as you lengthen through your front leg. Half splits. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Drop your chest if you need a deeper stretch through that right leg. That hamstring, that calf. And using an inhale, we're going to bend right back into that front knee. Sink into those hips. Find that hip flexor again. And then heel toe your foot to the left side. Lay down your shin. Set up your pigeon. Maybe slide your heel towards your left hip. Take an inhale as you lengthen. And an exhale to tip forwards. And maybe bring your nose all the way down to your mat or as close as it can get. Soften your upper body. And take just one breath. Nice job, you guys. And inhale as you come on up. Nice short hold for a pigeon today. Roll to the right just a bit and bring your back leg forwards. So bend that knee, find a 90-degree angle with that back leg, and then do the same with the front leg. So your shin might be parallel to the top edge of your mat or the side edge of your mat, and then just start to lean back. Lean back a little bit. Think about sending that left hip forwards a little bit. And you might even walk your hands a little bit further away. The farther you lean back, the more you're going to feel this back leg. So you might be laying all the way down on your back. You might be on your hands, happy there. Just notice how you feel. Play around if you're not sure. And then depending on how far you are leaning back, we're going to start to come forwards again. And you can kind of just swing this back leg forwards as gracefully as you're able. Bring your legs out long in front. Give them a little shake if you need to. Flex your feet, point your toes up. Inhale as you lengthen, and then exhale to fold forwards. Feel the length through those legs. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale. Lift right back up. Cross your ankles. Come back over onto your hands and knees. Bringing your left foot forward, setting up your lunge. Maybe roll your mat over. Find that right hip flexor though. The upper body be heavy on this front knee. Lengthen that hip. One more inhale. Exhale, sending those hips back. Flex the foot if you'd like. Drop the chest if you need to. Just breathe. Not staying too long in any one place today. No time to think too much about anything. We're going to use an inhale and come back into our lunge, bending that front knee. Find the right hip flexor first, sink into those hips, and then you can heel toe your foot to the right. Lay down your shin. Scooch that foot towards your right hip if you need to find your center. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale to tip forwards. Just a nice full breath here. Remember, no time to overthink anything. Just a nice deep breath. And use an inhale to come right back up. Roll to the left a little bit. Slide the back leg up. Adjust the front leg as well. And then start to lean back. Lean back and send that right hip forwards a little more. Maybe one side feels a little different than the other. Most times we have one hip, one leg that's a little bit more, that feels the love a little bit more. It's a better way to say it than the other. And just start to make your way back if you're laying down or if you're leaning back. And swing your back leg forwards. Send both of your legs out in front, except this time keep your knees bent. Take a little rock, a little shake of the legs first if you need to, and then we're going to hug our legs. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Maybe you're hanging on to the top of your knees or your shins. Maybe you're wrapping your legs underneath or your arms underneath your legs. Give your legs a nice hug. And if you want, you can walk your feet further away. Keep hugging the legs. Take this into as much of a forward fold as you'd like, maybe even flexing the feet, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. And if your arms are just in the way, you could rest them at your sides beside your legs. Let's take just one more breath. And use an inhale as you roll yourself all the way back up. Nice long spine. You can bend your knees again. We're going to lay down. Come all the way down, lay on your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out wide. Maybe resting your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Just allow yourself to slow down. Scan your body all the way from your toes, through your legs, through the hips and the tummy, the chest. Through your arms and down to your fingertips, and then back up through the jaw, the forehead, all the way to the crown of the head. And staying here for as long as you have time for today. Enjoy the stillness. Enjoy the quiet. But I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, namaste.